Hey, when I was walking in my office corridor, I saw few people in my organization giggling around. I don't know what the topic was, but they were giggling and some sounds were coming. When I walked little more, I found two people talking about very bad incident happened yesterday with a funny gesture. When I went to my cabin, two people suddenly came and started telling me that one XYZ is talking negative about me. When they went out of my cabin, one person came and told me that these two people were talking simply bad about me in the corridor 10 minutes before. I'm shocked. What's that? Is it that advanced version of office gossips? Office politics. If you're thinking this, you are right here. Hello everyone, this is Sugandha and you're watching Ready to Get Update, and I'm back with another session in my job series and a very demanding topic, that is how to deal with the office politics, an advanced version of office gossips. So let me take you to the contents of this video. Firstly, I would be telling you which kind of people do this and who are the victims. Who are the victims for the office politics. Then I would be giving you 5 do's for by following which you can deal with this office politics very well. Then I would be giving you 3 don'ts which you have to remember that you don't have to do so that you can deal with office politics. And then the quiz would be coming. And last but not the least, vocabulary word of the day. So make sure you will remain till the end of this video. And if you're liking what I'm saying and you wanted to see other sequence videos as well, so please motivate me by giving thumbs up, by liking, sharing and subscribing. And do hit the bell icon so that you could get my updates later on as well when other videos are uploaded. So let's get started. Firstly, who are the victims of the office politics? Now, the person who is less interested in the gossips and who never participate in anyone's gossips is the most demanding person for being a victim of this office politics. Like a person who is honest, punctual, dedicated, and always doing his or her work is the person who is most attracted for becoming a victim for office politics, because that is the only person who people see that is not interested in anything. So let's make fun of this person and a, let's do things against this person. Now, who is the person who plays the politics? Every person who is having some or the other deficiency in him or her plays for someone. Like if a person is having the deficiency in case he is not a smart worker, or very and or having low skills, low qualification, and even the qualification which is not at all suitable for his profile, so he always find the person who are very eligible for their positions to talk something about them and create something negative about them so that nobody is able to see his deficiencies. So the person who are having some deficiency, some negative things in themselves, do such kind of office politics in the office. So remember that the person who is doing here, who is playing against you, is the person who is deficient in some or the other way. Now let's start with the 5 do's which will help you to deal with this office politics. First, observe and analyze the environment of your office. Now, analyzing and observing the environment means You have to see how the people work there, what is the company about, what the people talk about, which profile they are coming from, and what all they are interested in. And with a calm, do your research yourself. Don't take others' feedback when you are analyzing and observing, because everybody has something or the other against anyone. So, observe yourself, analyze yourself. Second, question yourself. Whenever you get to know anything about anyone, then you have three choices. First, pass it, means reject it or ignore it. Second, pass it on for gossips, creating a big issue. And third, question yourself. Question yourself that why this topic has come to you, why somebody is giving his or her judgment before you. Is it a fact or a judgment, or is its own perception? If you will start questioning yourself like this, then you will come to know one day that these things are just perceptions, personal perceptions of these people, and nothing exists as a fact or reality. So just ignore it. Third, control yourself. Now, here, controlling yourself means controlling your body language and your words. Now, when the people come to you by simply telling you that this happened, that happened, and this person has done this, and this person has done this, and now what's your reaction? Then they wanted to see your reaction also. So you have to be very calm while saying anything to them. Like, stop saying or speculating anything like this, like he is not able to perform nicely, she won't be able to do this, I know his skills, I know her capabilities. Don't speculate like this when the person is not available there. Controlling the words is for this also, that when somebody would be telling you that someone was talking negative about you, then you have to control your words, that you don't have to speak anything negative about that person, because you never know the reality and why this person who is sitting before you is talking such things. So that things can be used against you, and that time you will become a victim for the office politics. So control yourself. Fourth, maintain safe distance. Once you have observed and analyzed that whoever talks, who have who is having the habit of talking behind the back of others, then please maintain a safe distance from them. Limit your access to them, limit yourself to them and their access to yourself in the both way. Don't make yourself so much approachable that anybody could come and speak anything about anyone, because these things could be used against you, that someone has shared with you something, and then you will be a victim for this. So maintain a safe distance. It's better not to hear the things and not to converse those things with someone. Fifth, be your best. This is my favorite one, because I believe that anything and everything could be resolved by this. Yes, focus on your goals, your skills enhancement, and you yourself only. We know that obviously other factors and external factors when we are working there impact us, but they impact us when we are not doing anything and we have an empty mind where nothing is there to do. So we think about everyone, that everybody is after us. And let me make you this also believe, and I'm not making you believe, you will believe one day, that 80% things are because of our mind. We are thinking too much, we are thinking that everybody is thinking about us. Even if they are doing, they will do, they will never say anything on your face. If they have, and if they have guts to speak on your face, then things would be different. Then the politics, office politics won't be there. So they are doing something back on their back. If you will be the best, nobody could dare to pull you from your chair. Okay, so be your best. So these were the 5 do's which will help you to deal with office politics. Now let's talk about the three don'ts which you don't have to do to deal with the office politics. First, don't form groups. Now, forming groups means don't form such groups like this is my favorite, these are my favorite people, these are like this. Don't ever do this, because it's good to have favorite people at place where you can take the work from them, you have good cordial relations, that's fine. But don't ignore other people also due to them. Maintain good relations, maintain cordial relations, but don't ignore other people due to them. Don't form groups, don't form negative groups, and don't form groups for the purpose which is negative for some other person. Because once you are forming a group, then other person can also form a group against you. So if you're forming a group, form it for a positive purpose only and no negatives for anyone. Second, don't lose patience. What these people want? One mistake of yours and you are out, and they will remain forever in the organizations. Believe me, these kind of people remain for 10, 15, 20 years and they survive like this because they have the methods, those methods only to play against anyone. They remain, they stick to the same place for the years. So, if you would lose your patience, if you will be in anger, then the situation will worsen. Because in that case, you won't be able to deal with your mind that what to revert and what not. And that will be your mistake, and you will be a victim of office politics. Third, don't talk on back. Whatever has happened with you, how negative the scenario was, never talk on the back of that person who is not present in the conversation. Means never talk negative about the person who is not in the conversation when you are doing the conversation, because that could be played against you. You would be using some other words and they will be misinterpreted and miscommunicated by those people among whom you are using those words. So don't talk on the back. Fine. So this was the three don'ts. I have given you 5 do's and 3 don'ts. They are very useful. And if you think that some other do's and don'ts are there, so drop in the comment box, because I also want to get update from you, as ready to get update. Now, quiz number 43, and just drop 3 don'ts which I have mentioned, only the heading, in the comment box. I would be waiting for your reward. Time for vocabulary word of the day, and today it's 46th word and we have discussed 45 words. But if you have missed out, then go and check in my previous 45 videos, only last 1 minute, and you will get the vocabulary word. You don't have to see the complete video if you're not interested. Right? I'm focusing on vocabulary word of the day because it's really easy to learn one word per day. Today's word is hover. Hover means mandarana, remain in one place in the air. Its synonyms could be float, linger, wave. It can be better used in sentence as bees hover around the hive. Hive means मधुमक्खी का छत्ता. तो जो bees होती हैं, जो मधुमक्खी होती हैं, वो मंडराती रहती हैं छत्ते के ऊपर. Fine. So happy watching and thanks for visiting my channel. Stay happy, stay safe and remain active on my channel. Bye bye.